Hello Cancer, this is Healing and Reach Tarot. Welcome. And this will be a monthly June 2020 reading for the Sun, Moon, and Rising signs resonating with Cancer. So I'll get right into it. In the description box below, if you'd like a personal reading, there will be a link for that. And also, I do distance energy healing. I'm a healer and body worker of 20 years, and I'm offering that now. They are very powerful sessions. You can check them out in the link below. So let's see what we have coming in for the sign of Cancer in June 2020. What do we have coming in for the sign of Cancer? June 2020. Almost there, Cancer. Got two more cards to pull. All right. Woo. Had a lot fall there. I'm just going to reshuffle it. Ooh, these cards are really wanting to come out. Okay. All right, so you as the seeker are coming in with the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So this is telling me that you've been feeling a lot has been going on, a lot of quick movement, a lot of maybe even traveling to and fro, or things traveling to you, but there's a lot of movement and a lot of fiery energy, a lot of Queen of Wands usually for me is confidence. I'm not feeling that, but that's not what I'm focusing on here. This is feeling more like fiery energy, and a lot of energy is how you've been feeling, or you've been putting out a lot of energy is how you've been feeling. This is representing you as the seeker in this reading. And I apologize. I want you to see this. I hope the lighting, let me see if I can turn this other light on because it might make a difference. Yeah, let's see. I think that gives it a little more light. It's like a shadow on the cards. Let's see if I turn this. Yeah, it's not going to matter that much. Okay. Well, you can see that this figure is really running fast. There's also a storm cloud above him and lightning in the distance. I almost feel like he's running away from something. So yeah, so this lineup together, these two cards together, I'm just feeling, and this is the Queen of Wands in this deck. That's what I'll do. I'll just hold it right up to the camera because then you can see it. Feels like a lot of energy and definitely running away from something is what I'm getting, feeling like that. Definitely not a feeling of peace. Definitely not a feeling of, I'm not feeling like it's terribly negative. However, I'm also feeling like it's not necessarily grounded. So moving on. So we have the Strength card beneath you and the Three of Cups above you. That's making me realize that you definitely are holding celebration, and you want that feeling of celebration. You want that feeling of joy and happiness with others. You're definitely, that's in your mind's eye. You're definitely going towards that. And then what's beneath you is the Strength card, Leo energy. But I'm feeling there's something in your love life, or something in your life as well, is calling for strength. It's calling for a deep dive into understanding yourself better, or understanding what drives you better, your instincts or your needs. This is coming up for you. As it's beneath you, I feel like this is like an unconscious position, so it's becoming more conscious. So while you have the eye on the ball consciously of the Three of Cups, this is arising for you as a concern, or something that is going to ask something of you, which is this awareness of self-resiliency, or self-reliance is what I'm seeing here as a challenging factor that's coming up. So you have the Four of Wheels, the Four of Pentacles in your recent past. You know, initially, this card initially made me feel like burden. So I don't know if you've been feeling like life is a burden, or a relationship has been a burden. Or maybe you have Four Pentacles here, so 4 situations, or 4 compartments of your life. So this card does not traditionally mean burden, but for some reason when I looked at this, I sort of felt burden. So that's in your recent past. And what you have in the near future is the Page of Cups. So someone is bringing in messages of love. There's definitely a new beginning, perhaps, or like a newer kind of love, perhaps, that someone is coming in and offering you. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You also could have had an earth sign in your recent past, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Yeah, I'm seeing more water in this reading than earth. I'm seeing fire and water predominantly. And so what's coming into your awareness with yourself is the Magician. So I feel like this lineup of the Strength card and the Magician card definitely is like really powerful combination. So the Magician is this self-empowered individual who knows how to create what he or she wants, almost like magically and very skillfully manifesting what he or she wants. And this is how you are seeing yourself. This is your self position. This is really powerful in your self position. So in your love life, perhaps you're really starting to live into feeling your power and knowing what you want, knowing what you want to manifest. I do see a defensive posture in your outer environment. I'm feeling like this is you more than them. So this is you in response to your outer environment. So someone has made you feel a little ragged for the wear, like a little defensive, you know. I'm getting this feeling in this deck, especially, it like pioneering on. So pushing something through. We're going to return back to that because that's curious. And then we have the King of Wands. So you definitely have in your hopes, dreams, and fears. Either it's hopes and dreams or fears. This is definitely showing up as a hope or dream, that you have the King of Wands. So wanting this like kingly energy to enter into your life, wanting someone who is a master of their life, but who's also passionate, You want a fiery individual. So holding this energy of King of Wands, I do also see as you seeing yourself this way as well, seeing yourself as fiery, seeing yourself as in command and creative in your life. And then in the final outcome, and we're going to clarify some of these cards, but in the final outcome, you have the Lovers. So the Lovers, Gemini, but also represents Gemini, but also this choice. So this card is definitely a choice between two lovers. So you might be in a situation where you are choosing between two very different individuals. I feel like you have been feeling like the Magician in that you know what you want, you're trying to figure out what you want, but you're in this place of having that conversation. So, all right, so let's clarify. What do we want to clarify first? I am being drawn to clarify the Nine of Wands in this self position. Yeah, okay. The Fool jumped out, so I'm going to take it. The Fool jumped out to clarify the Nine of Wands here. So whatever had been going on or has been going on with this outer environment or this individual or individuals in your life, I feel like it's made you feel this pioneering energy, pioneering on or pushing through or defensiveness, because you don't want to feel like the Fool. You don't want to feel like you've just jumped in with your heart and unabashedly you were not on guard. So I feel like the Fool is why it's the motivation, not feeling like the Fool is the motivation for this Nine of Wands stance. And that's in your outer environment, yeah. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Okay, you get the Six of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, that's interesting. So you have this Page of Cups coming in the near future. I feel like you have this choice between, do I move on? Do I try to find something that's more fulfilling, or do I receive this with that feeling of, oh, this does feel good. This does feel like home. This does feel like a person who could meet me and make me feel that reminiscent, sweet, soulful connection feeling. Like, so you have this choice. I'm seeing this new person's coming in. It's new love energy. And then you have this lineup of this, either the Six of Swords or the Six of Cups. And you, as the Queen of Swords next, have to make a decision. So you have to use your own discernment to make a decision here. With the Lovers as the final outcome and this near future lineup that is here, that is really coming clear. Okay. You have the Strength card again and the Magician card as serving as your powerful major arcana self-identification. So you're identifying very powerfully as the Magician. You have the Strength, which is knowing yourself, knowing your weaknesses, knowing your strengths, as something you're contemplating now. Just trying to see if I want to clarify anything else. Let's clarify the Lover's outcome card. See what else we can get there. Oh, we get the Ace of Cups. So I feel like you are going to make the right choice, or you're going to make a choice that brings in that new beginning of love. I feel like that's a really positive. Wow. And then we get the Four of Wands. So that's the Marriage card. That's the card of like completion. That's a card of celebration towards a union or about a union. It's a very stable card. So this in your final outcome, you have a choice to make about love, a new beginning in love. And when you make that choice, it's going to bring in this new love, and it's going to bring you stability. It's going to bring you that happiness that you're seeking. And the Three of Cups here, it's going to bring that in. So overall, I feel like you're definitely in this self-reflective inner journey, figuring out what you want. You have choices here, it seems like, in love, and you're using your Queen of Swords discernment energy to make the right choice. So I would say, stay confident in yourself, stay confident in knowing what you want, and vetting people well, and also being honest about what it is that you want. So sweet. Okay, so I'm going to end with a cat oracle card. It's this cat oracle deck that I have, and just to have some advice from Spirit through this deck. So let's see what we get for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, June 2020. What's the advice Spirit has for the sign of Cancer? From Spirit for Cancer, June 2020. What do we have for... It's like 500 cards wanted to jump out. Okay. Oh! We get cuddles. So meet Fluff. That's Fluff. Meet Fluff. She is patiently waiting for you to stop your super important get it done task and give her lots of love. She assures you that her fur is a cloud of softness that will melt all your thoughts away. Little Fluff is all about savoring the experience of being alive in your body. Time to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect to the lush, tactile world instead. Stretch like a cat until you quiver. Feel the air in your skin and the earth under your paws. Cuddle in with this kitty and feel her purrs awaken your heart. So I didn't say this, but this card is definitely making me realize something important that I didn't really say, and that is sort of like a self-love feeling, like learning to love yourself, learning to feel vulnerable, feel like you want cuddles, like letting cuddling in, letting that, that vulnerable feeling we feel when we're with a loved one that just softens us and softens our heart. I feel like that's important to soften this Nine of Wands energy, so that is what you actually truly want. So the advice here is to soften and to definitely open your heart. I feel like that is Spirit's advice for you, Cancer, in order to bring in this love that you are seeking and this love that you want. So I hope this is helpful for you for the month of June, Cancer, and I will be back in a few weeks with another reading. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, many, many blessings.